Hello, it is me, Anime. We Anime, and how do I have a couple things before we start the story. Um, thank you on how many views of the first part. Um, 366. That is currently my most, my top, uh, my highest viewed video at the moment. Uh, I thank you all, and I know a lot of you will probably watch this part too. So, first off, I want to thank you all. And if you like what ifs, anyways, um, check out my other ones. I have two more going on at this point, at this time. I have two more going on. One is what if Deku was Zora Ideale's reincarnation? And the other one is what if Naruto was a weapon master? Please check those two out if you haven't already. I'd greatly appreciate it. Uh, yeah, that's all I really wanted to say before we start the story. Well, this part. And I want to say thank you one more time. I'm probably going to say it again later on in when this ends, well, at the end of it. But I absolutely do mean it. I love doing these things because I honestly feel like not a lot of other what if YouTubers or anime what if or anime YouTubers do this type of content. And if you want to see me do an idea about uh, other what ifs, if you want to see me do any of the ideas that you all have, post them down in the comments or go over to my Instagram. It is at WeAnime and message me there. Uh, so yeah, go check out my Instagram, check out my other what ifs, and yeah, that's all I really what I wanted to say before we started this. Sorry for me being out of breath. Um, it's currently like 80 some degrees where I'm at, and it's not usually this hot. So this is new to me, and I know a lot of you probably are from hotter uh continents or states. In my in my sorry, I'm moving stuff. I'm sorry for the noise. I'm just fixing some things to get me ready for today. I got a new recording area recently because I got chased out of the other one. I hope you all can hear me. If you want to know about that, bees. Yeah, I'm allergic to them. So after I learned, they were in there, I got my butt into gear and got myself out of there. So yeah, uh, yeah, that's why I got a new area. Uh, hold on, I'm gonna sound like an old man. Oh. And I'm not even that old. I'm 16. I'm not old, and yet I feel like an old man. You all don't care about that. Unless you do, then I don't know that you do. I'm sorry for taking so long to start the story. I started this I uh before I actually got up here. So yeah. I want to give it a little rundown from last part or recap technically. but not really a recap. It's just adding on to stuff. So I guess we could do that and then start off where we are in the story. So last part, Midoriya got forced into a predicament. Uh, if you watched last part, then you would know that he lost his parents. Uh, he gained powers, and now he was forced into UA High School. He was forced into it um, by people, well, heroes. See, at first they were just gonna arrest him for being a vigilante. Uh, but then after they learned who he was and all that, and people taking up for him, they decided to let him into UA, but under one condition. He wasn't allowed to tell the other students about how he got in. All they were going to say, he got recommended and he ran late into on a different uh, test. So like Momo and Todoroki wouldn't say, well, we didn't see him there. Also, uh, when the school year already started for him too, anyways. So whenever they got caught Midoriya, they the school year already started and all that. So they would have to make up a really good excuse to make this believable. So that's what they tried to do. That's really what would happen. They would make a decent excuse, and he would be able to go with them. But given he would have to wear a wig, or he also already had decently long hair. In reality, he had like neck length hair that he just kept up in like a bun. So he didn't really have to wear a wig. Uh, and he could just say, hey, I'm not developed for these regions. You all know what I mean. Uh, so yeah, that's what I wanted to get through that I didn't say last part because I was running out of time, but I didn't want to say anything. Actually, no, I didn't run out of time. That was after. Like, I finished it like a couple minutes before I had to go. So, we good. And plus, since I'm recording earlier than I would usually, like I have been, my boots are tearing up. That's just me. Um, oh yeah, past the what ifs. There he is. Okay. So, after the interaction with the heroes, he would do whatever he would do, and the very next day, he would start at UA. He would just have to keep his hair down. Uh, Actually, no, he probably wouldn't. And also, I'm gonna say this right now. He's a dude. I want to make that clear. A little bit feminine looking, though. Please leave me alone. Okay. He does look a little bit feminine. Feminine? You know what I'm saying, right? I hope y'all know what I'm trying to say. I don't know where that thing went, and I'd rather not know. But I hope you all know what I'm trying to say. Feminine. I'm gonna stop embarrassing myself. Uh, so yeah, let's get it started. So the uh, what was that called? You know the exam that Aizawa did with Class 1A at the start? The I can't remember the name. Can't remember it. It has a name, just can't remember. Um, that already happened. The first 3 days already happened. Uh, for 1A. So the 2v2s would be sounded, and they would be told about them if I could ever find my wheel. Not now. Copy of image. Not the characters. Is this it? No. There it is. So this would be announced by All Might. Uh, yeah. And they would draw for teams. Midoriya will be teaming with not who I wanted. Okay, I know. I usually leave it up to the wheels, but sometimes you want a personal one. You want a certain one. And who I want, I'm not getting. I've seen their name. Uh, really, really. I'm gonna spin it one more time. Actually, there's two I really want. But because I just really like their character in My Hero, so and that it's ended. I got to do justice where I can. Did you all see that there was supposed to be something else with My Hero? I forget what. I know the Your Next movie is coming up. I think next year. I don't remember the date. And I'm sorry for going off on this rant, but I don't know. I'll spin it 2 times. Well, yeah, one more time. If I could ever get them. Really. Okay, I'm cheating at this point. Um, the people who I was trying to go for were either Tokoyami, for reasons, or Kirishima, for other reasons. Probably Kirishima, honestly. That's probably what I'll do. Imagine. Aw. There we go. You butthole. Okay, Kirishima. I think. Oh, why? Editing these. Red. No, I need red. Bang. There we go. So, oh yeah, still got to do who they're going against. Um, so I'm gonna spin this another 2 times to see who Kirishima and uh, Midoriya is going against. Ooh, the first one is Ida. Wow, canon. That's funny. And Shoji. So, oh no. So that really stinks right there. So Shoji and if you all haven't, well, I don't know why you all would, but you know what happened in canon. Shoji and Todoroki were a team, and Ida and Bakugo were a team. Now they switched. So Todoroki and Bakugo is a team. Oh wow, that real stinks. That stinks right there, home dog. Forever who faces them. That really stinks. But that's funny. I don't think I've ever had that happen in one of my videos that I used a wheel for. Sorry, I was getting a drink of water. That's why I was quiet. So they uh Midoriya and uh Kirishima would be walking up to the front of the building. They would be told to start. Midoriya would be wearing what you see in there. Well, actually, yeah, probably would be. Uh, I feel like all of them would, when they were in there, they'd be like, aren't you that vigilante Drago? Like, and Midoriya would say, oh yeah, I am. Then don't like, they would all be confused, like, and worried and stuff. And then Aizawa would come in and say, it's okay. He's, well, Drago here is turning a new leaf, per se, to say the least. They're trying to become a hero. That's why they weren't here on the first day, okay? Or second, or third. Uh, yeah. So, don't ask questions. I don't care. Just get dressed. And Midori would say, well, I don't need to. I can wear whatever I want. So, if this please work. And Midoriya would hold up, well, what you see on the GIF is what you see. Uh, he would hold up his hand and say, and would press this, well, use the morpher and say, light range power. Wait, no. Isn't it light dino thunder range? Okay, hold on. I'm confused. What does the white dino thunder ranger say? I'm a big Power Rangers fan, but I can't physically remember what they say. Isn't white dino white? What? I can't remember. If this would ever load, that'd be great. But while that loads, I'm gonna get one of my rations. Eat them. Uh, yeah, go with that one. There we go. Oh, in says no thunder power up. White Ranger Dino power. White Ranger Dino power. Uh, Dino Thunder power up. Okay, so it is White Ranger Dino power. Okay, cool. So he would say, right, White Ranger. What? I'm so dumb. I. Why am I this dumb? Wait, no. White Ranger, Dino power. And then. If that would ever play. And boom, bada bing. He'd be there. Transformed. And yes, wearing the same thing. And then these two would walk in and before they would actually start going through and finding the boom boom bow bow boom thing, Midori would say, "Hey Kirishima, I got a plan." Or Kirishima, I got a plan. And Kirishima would say, "Yeah, what is it?" You know what? You do your what you're good at because I feel like I'll be messing you up. Just by the way you go, and Kirishima would say, "All right, let's do this." Yeah. And Kirishima would just run up the stairs, and you would hear a lot of crashing. And after the first couple of crashes, Midori would say, "I think I made a mistake. Well, let's get this over with." And he would do camouflage. He would use his camouflage ability to go up there without being detected by Shoji's like duple arms. And Midori would keep on walking up. And appear right behind both of them. And he would say, "You know, you two aren't very observant." And they would both like turn back in shock, like, "What? How did he get up here?" Or "How did they get up here? How did she get up here? How did you get up here so fast without us detecting you?" And Midoriya would say, "There's windows." And then he would pull out his. Actually, he probably wouldn't use his sword against these two, but he would start to. Well, he would use super speed to just press the bomb, deactivate it, just like that. These two would be in shock. Like, Ida would say, I thought they were only myths about him being that fast. And Shoji would say, yeah, well, yeah, I thought they were myths too. Never knew that this woman, that she would be that fast. And Midori would say, I can do more things than go fast, right? I mean, the whole entire window part is an entire lie. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. You know what? I'll keep that a surprise. The others, and he would be looking at a camera. The others will be probably blabbering about it when we get back. Most likely. And then Midori would say, I'll go find Kirishima. And he would walk down. Just a couple of, just a floor down from where they were. And then, boom, there Kirishima is, running up the stairs. And Kirishima would say, how did you go so? What? And Midori would say, our classmates will probably blabber about it here soon. So, you'll learn about it. And then Kirishima would say, how did you... Oh my god, I'm so tired. How many floors of stairs I had to go through? God, I didn't. Yeah, no, I don't care. And then they would go back, and Midoriya was right about the entire thing with his classmates. About the whole entire, like, you have multiple quirks, like, what? And Midori would say, I don't have multiple quirks. I have one that can do a lot of things. And also, I want to get this out here, my sword is not a part of my quirk. Or the suit. I'm not going to tell you about it either. So, don't even ask. Grape kid. Don't. Well, you know what? You creep me out. Sorry for going quiet. I saw something that I'm not very happy about. It was a bee. Of some kind. And now there's one going around my head. Why did this have to be my luck? Okay, we can continue on. A couple weeks would go by. Well, actually, a week would go by. And now they're going on their first field trip to the USJ. Midoriya would be not in their costume or their suit yet. They'd actually be waiting to change into it. Right now, they would be wearing casual wear for them, like a white jacket, like a white flannel type jacket. If y'all know what the flannel is, I feel like you all will. But it's like that thin material with a white undershirt, like a white tank top, and then black pants, white shoes. And then they would get there eventually. He would ignore a lot of them. He would actually ignore everybody. He wouldn't talk to anybody at all. Because they would be having some type of talk about, oh, I wonder who's the strongest here. I wonder who has the strongest quirk or whatever. He never really paid attention to it. Because it didn't involve him. They never asked him a question. Well, they actually did, but he didn't answer. So, they'd make it there, they'd go through, they listen to 13's speech. Midoriya would he would know something was about to go wrong. So he would say, White Range Dino Power. And he would begin to transform. And then a portal would start to appear all around the place. Villains would flood through these portals. They would flood through them. And then more portals would begin to open up around these villains and around other students. Well, except for Midoriya, because if he moved, I mean, given so did Bakugo. But before they would get transported away, Aizawa would say, Drago, protect the kids for me, okay? And Midori would say, or Draco would say, okay, you have fun down there, Lucky. And then portals would start to appear under the students, teleport them away around the teleport them away. Well, not away, but around the USJ. But Midoriya moved out of the way. Uh, Bakugo grabbed Kirishima. Right. And then things would start to get real interesting. Because Midori would actually pull out his saber, I guess what you would call it. And he would start to like do these like light arrow things. Like cast these things like he would start firing stuff like you all know what I mean, I think. If you have watched Power Rangers Dawn of Thunder, you all would know what I mean about this. Right. Sorry, I'm chewing this up. That's why I'm not talking. And then, so after that, Midori would actually jump down, start doing his thing, just start slicing people, and then firing these arrows, these volley of arrows, like 50 of them, start hitting these people with them and all that. And everyone would say like, "Oh no, it's Drago. Let's get out of here!" Or well, either way, they knew they were gonna either die or get captured, or well, die by Shigaraki's hands, or they were gonna die by Draco's sword. Well, he probably wouldn't kill him, in front of the kids, given they're around the same age, like 2 years ahead of him. I think that's what I made him. Yeah, no, I made him 18 around like the the uh the big threes age. I made him around that. I think it's 18 at the start of the story. I think. I think that's their age. I could be very wrong, but I don't know. But anyways, they would he would go through helping Aizawa, just taking these guys out, and then Midori would be handling this one group of them, and then out of the corner of his vision, he would see Aizawa be just launched by this thing. Yeah, this thing is the best way to put it. Whatever it is. So he would deal with these others villains, and then he would start to fight uh the Nomu for a little bit, but it isn't going well. This thing was made to kill All Might, not Drago. And Drago is clearly a different person. But yet he won't be defeating it, I can tell you that. But these other villains would start to help out the Nomu, trying to take down Drago. But that wouldn't end out well. For the small villains, they would be taken out by Midoriya by sending arrows at them. But while that would happen, the Nomu would get off a punch. He would actually, well, he's been hit by, but another, like, strong punch at Midoriya. And that punch would send Midoriya flying. But then Midoriya would start to get a call. In his helmet, he would answer it. He would say, "Yeah, what you need?" Crap. I know it was Kushina. Was it like Steven? Steve? It was something with an S. He would get a call from Kushina. And this would be not a related call it's not related to what is happening, like, at all. Like, nowhere near what is happening to what is happening with Midori. like, hey, since you're out, would you like bring groceries back? Please, no. Like, hey, will you bring like blank, blank, and blank home? Um, me and I think I called him Steven. I don't know why. I think I called him Steven. I am blanking on their name. I think it was Steven. Oh yeah, because Stego. I think it was Steven. If it isn't, I'll check later. Um, but yeah, Kashina would call for like a this stupid reason. Like, hey, we bring these home. And Midori would say, yeah, I will, but is there anything else? Because I'm kind of in the middle of something right now. And boom, he would have been punched mid-call. Just being sent backwards and just crashing into a wall. Like, and then Kushina would say, well, okay, if you all remember last part, they are robots. He has robots. Kushina is, if I, hold on. I need to get a picture of the Stegozord, but this turned into a person named Kushina. Girl, okay. The Stego, dude, Steven, I think. You all right now? I'm mean to myself. Hmm? What? Hmm? Whoa! Wow! Wow! Nothing. But yeah, Shishino would say, "Oh yeah, no, that's it. I'll let you get to what you're doing. Don't come back hurt. I'd appreciate that because you're kind of reckless at this point in time. I'd rather not lose another person. So take care of yourself, okay?" And Midori would say, "Okay, I'll bring those things back. Bye." And Kushina would say, "Bye too." Okay. So they would end the call, and Midori would be back to work. Would get back to work just like that. Uh, it's been like 40-ish minutes. So I'll wrap this up real quick. Uh, okay. Then All Might would bust through the door. Midori would begin to start getting back up. He would like when All Might bust through, the Nomu would go straight for him. They would have their fight, blah blah blah. And All Might wins. Midori would actually go check on Izal and say, "Hey, um, sleep bag, sleeping, Izal. Hey, wake up! I know you're not dead. Oh God, you are messed up. I can tell you that, friend. I can tell you that much, friend. I mean, you're messed up. Ugh. I'm happy I only got punched once and not thrown around like Loki. You probably don't know what I mean. Uh, yeah. Well, the other heroes are here. They know about this, like me. If not, I'm gonna de-transform. But that's probably not a good idea in front of the villains until I'm not gonna de-transform until they leave. probably be my best bet of being left alone. So, yeah. Well, I'll leave you to it. Uh, oh, I guess I could drag you up there. Ah, screw it. Get up. And he would lift them up and just start going off. Just walk away. Like, yeah, and Blunk. Just drop them in front of like the medics there. Just drop them like there. Yeah, and they would ask, "Are you okay, sir, ma'am?" Yeah, I'm fine. I'll worry about it later. I'm perfectly fine. So Medora would be looking like trash at the very moment. Like a little cracked helmet. Like it's cracked, not showing anything, but it's cracked. Uh, like cut up and all that, like all over the place. But Midoriya would be like, "Oh god, she's gonna hurt me." Uh, yeah, I'll be fine. And yeah, time skip. It would be middle of the break, like the 2 week break of healing up. Uh, actually, the same day. Uh, actually, it would be the same day, and Midoriya would bring the stuff that Kashina would ask for back. And once he would walk in, he would see, I think it was Steven, or Steve, I don't know, I think it was. Probably, let's check. Uh, nah, I'll figure it out later. So, yeah, no, he would be bit. Once he would walk past Steve and say, "Hey man, hey sir, um, I brought the stuff back that Kashina wanted," and he would lay it on the counter. And once Steven would look up from the book he was reading, he would say, "Uh, you're screwed. Like, you look messed up. What happened to you?" Yeah, he would say, "What happened to you?" Uh, and he would say, and Midori would say, "Oh, the field trip I was on got attacked, and well, this happened. Yeah, it stings. It doesn't feel the greatest. I don't feel the greatest, but hey, what else am I supposed to do? I inherited this, I guess." And then Kushina would walk out from like, well, their bedrooms, like her bedroom, yeah, and she would be like walking over and she would say, "Ha, what? Oh, I told you to take care of yourself, but no, I told you to stay careful, but no. Now you're screwed." And she would just start charging up like a laser, like going to Kamehameha, like uh, and Steven would say, um, yeah, I would help you and all, but no, no. She would like pull out like two blades would like extend out of her like forearms, and she would just start running at Midoriya, and Midoriya would say, "Well, I had to accept this at some point." And he would just start getting beat on, like just beat on him, and like after like a good day of getting beat, she would finally quit. Like, she would say, okay, now you know what happens. Well, you already knew what happened. Yeah. And Midori would say, yeah, I learned it a while ago. Oh, God, it hurts. Ow. Did you really have to dislocate my shoulder and then relocate it and then do it again? Oh, my shoulder. And do that? Oh, I was already hurt. Okay. Uh, and then Kashina would she would switch things like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, let's get you to the medic room and then you can study and then you can rest. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. And that's where I'm ending it. Uh, I'm gonna say this again. I thank you all for so many views on this. I thank you all for the first part. I am so thankful. Like when I first checked on how many oh, I wonder how many views this has. And when I got on there, I was expecting like a 10 maybe, not 354. In within the first 4 days of me posting it, I was so surprised. Yeah, I got past videos, yeah. Uh uh and I just want to say it again. Thank you all for checking that video out. And if you all who haven't subscribed already, you might you wouldn't mind helping me out. You wouldn't mind, right? Huh. But yeah, uh thank you all. Like, subscribe, comment, anything really. I'd like to talk to you all within the comments, like post down some jokes, I don't know. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time in the next video, which I will be recording Friday, which is the second part of What If Naruto Was a Weapon Master. I thank you all once again, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.